Chapter 149 is here, and surprisingly this chapter is connected to the last one. No time jump this time. And if you remember, last chapter, Kana just told Akane she deserves Aqua. However, I think Akane's response is not what many of us expected. It was actually a pretty surprising twist for me at least, but I'll just get started with the chapter, so y'all can see what I mean. It starts a bit before Kana meets with Akane on the beach. She finds a good piece of grilled meat and decides to go give it to Aqua. And then we see she was actually watching Akane and Aqua talking the whole time, which explains why she believes Aqua and Akane still like each other. It's why she told Akane they should just get back together. Of course, Akane's wondering where this is all coming from. What's Kana even talking about? And Kana tells Akane she saw her talk with Aqua. Kana says that was just a coincidence though. She's trying to play it off by smiling too, and is like, this is how it's supposed to be after all. Akane tries to say it's not true, but Kana continues by saying she totally got the wrong idea when Aqua started being friendly to her again. That's her weak point. Like when Aqua said he ends up having fun whenever he's with Kana in chapter 146, leading to Kana realizing Aqua could be leading her on with those words. Akane tries to tell Kana to listen, but Kana goes on saying that of course Aqua would choose Akane over her, because of Kana's sly and nasty personality. However, Akane suddenly grabs Kana and tells her to listen before realizing something. Kana is crying, shocking Akane, and then she reminds Kana that she and Aqua are no longer in a relationship, and to stop making these assumptions. Kana asks if Akane still likes Aqua though, and she says yeah, but they're not a couple. She isn't a woman who doesn't know when to let go of her ex-boyfriend. She's still in touch with Aqua because she knows they had a clean break. Akane looks like she's beginning to lose it now, explaining that she just wishes for Aqua's happiness now. It's like a mother's love for her child, like wanting her child to go to a good university and get a good job. Basically it's like Akane got Ai's motherly feelings through her acting as Ai. It kinda makes me view some scenes between the two a bit differently, like when Akane hugged Aqua here and said she'd always be his ally, and her dark star gun looks eerily similar to the one Ai had when she was dying. Pretty interesting, but back to the chapter, where Akane even says she already dealt with her feelings for Aqua when they broke up. Kana believes Aqua still hasn't let go of her, and Akane is just like, how long is Kana gonna keep whining? Kana doesn't stop though, and says even she would choose Akane if she were Aqua. When Akane asks why, Kana says it's because Akane is pretty. Everyone thinks she's beautiful and smart. She has skills as an actor, and her personality is kind. Akane is such a goody two-shoes to Kana. If she were a man, she'd choose Akane too. Hearing that, Akane starts blushing and twirling her hair in her fingers as she hears the compliments. They stand in silence momentarily before Akane then tells Kana she has no idea of her own charm, pretending to be an adult and always giving up on her dreams. Then Akane tells Kana she should just step up and take Aqua for herself. She even calls Kana a coward. Even Akane realizes that it's like Kana doesn't have the courage to admit her feelings. She's just trying to avoid them. Kana tries to explain that these things depend on timing and it's not the right time for that. Kana says it's not going to work out before suddenly running away, which is hilarious. She really just ran. Then we see Aqua and Melt preparing to leave, the group heading back, and Gotana waving bye to everyone. Seems like the trip is over, and Kana wakes up in the morning at her own place. She seems tired and the doorbell rings. When Kana looks at the camera, she sees it's none other than Akane. She wasn't gonna let Kana get away. Kana asks what's going on, and Akane tells her that yesterday's talk isn't over yet before heading inside. Akane says she thought about their talk more yesterday, and came up with what she thinks is the best solution. Of course, Kana's still complaining about Akane entering without permission, before Akane states her new plan. She'll root for Akane's love. I repeat, Akane will now support Kana. That's actually a crazy plot twist. Kana's confused as well, and Akane explains that since she's his ex, she has a lot of information on Aqua too, which could come in handy. Kana's still completely confused though, wondering what is going on. What is Akane doing this for? Akane thinks about it for a second before suddenly turning into a dark Akane, thinking that she can't allow the next person Aqua gets with to be some random. She tells Kana that it's nothing though, and to go confess. Kana's still whipping out saying she can't do it, but Akane says she'll help. Kana's clearly bamboozled now, as Akane says she knows everything, like his favorite clothes, makeup, and even current situation. That last part must mean what Aqua is going through right now. Likely his plan to get revenge on Akaru. Maybe Kana will finally learn about that stuff. We see that Akane's eyes look pretty weird too, almost empty, which Kana points out as glassy. Akane tries to tell Kana it's okay, but I'm not sure if Akane actually wants this. We then see Akane walking in the city after leaving Kana. She notices a billboard of Aqua advertising some product, and says she knows it very well. Akane knows Aqua doesn't want to get his loved ones involved in his revenge, which is why he keeps his distance. However, if Aqua has a girlfriend, it should be even harder for him to go through with revenge, and the chapter ends with Akane grinning, believing to know exactly what Aqua hates. And that's it. Akane will help Kana get with Aqua in order to stop his plan. That's a twist I was not expecting. Kana fans should be happy though. Kana's back in the game, this time joining forces with the greatest rival. All that just to stop Ruby. Honestly though, I really thought this was the least likely thing to happen. Didn't actually think Akane would actually turn around and help Kana get with Aqua when she still probably loves him. Well, if Akane's being truthful about no longer having any romantic feelings towards Aqua, then it's over for that ship, which is kinda sad. What Akane is saying is consistent with what she said in the last chapter, and her character though. Her true wish is to ensure Aqua is happy. She explained that Aqua won't be happy if he did get revenge in the last chapter. That's also why she tried going after Hikaru back then, trying to save Aqua on her own. She'll do anything to ensure his happiness, even sacrifice her own love for him now. Well, she still loves Aqua, but in a motherly way I guess. But I also can't help but feel that Akane isn't as genuine as she lets on. Akane said she would stop Aqua's plan, and now we might know how. You could say Akane might actually be manipulating Kana to stop Aqua. She'll push Kana towards Aqua, forcing him to stop his revenge if he knows Kana loves him, and if he loves her too. And of course, Kana still has no clue about any of this, which is in part to Aqua wanting to keep her at a distance so she wouldn't get hurt. So I could see Akane telling Kana about Aqua's plan, which will lead to Kana trying to stop Aqua as well. An Akane and Kana duo would be tough to overcome even for Aqua. What do y'all think though? Has Akane truly given up on Aqua? And will her plan to stop him work? Let me know in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. I got some more Oshi content here too that you can check out. Peace.